What's up, guys? In today's video, you could probably tell by the title, we are talking about LED lighting. Personally, I think this is one of the best upgrades you can do to an older vehicle to modernize it and also just make it that much more better from an efficiency standpoint. LEDs last a lot longer. They also take sufficiently less energy to run. And like I said, they just make your car look, so much cleaner, so much newer, more modern. So it's a very affordable upgrade that you can do to your car, and I would even argue it makes your car a little bit safer. So without further ado, we'll jump into this video. Okay guys, so as mentioned, we are upgrading LED lighting on our vehicle. Specifically in this video, we're going to do LED lighting on the Toyota Solara. Now I will tell you, and you probably guessed it by the title of this video, I'm specifically going to be installing LEDs from a company called Oxilam. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, but I believe it's Oxilam. I found them on Amazon originally. I actually bought LED lighting for the GR86, and I've been really impressed with the lights that I've purchased for that car. With that being said, that company reached out to me and asked if I would do a video for them reviewing their products. Now, I wasn't paid by them. They just sent me the products that is here in front of you. I believe this is a high beam and a low beam for my car. So again, not being paid by them to make this video. They just simply sent me the products for free in exchange for a video. So the good thing with that is I have the ability to share with you whether or not these things are good or bad, because since I'm not being paid by them and I'm not bound to tell you, all the good things, I can just give you my honest opinions on build quality, light output, etc. And that's what I'm excited to do for you guys. And I'm hoping I can do some more partner programs like this in the future with products where I can show you what the product is, give you my own opinion, and let you know whether or not you should buy these with your own money. I will say in the description below, they did give me a discount code, so I will put that down below. It gives you a nice discount as well if you decide to purchase these on your own. And without further ado, I haven't opened these yet, so I'll open these in front of you guys, and we'll take a look and see what the lights look like. Okay guys, so as mentioned, I do have a discount code for these lights. I did have to look it up, and it's actually pretty easy. It's just ATP Garage ATL, so just like my channel. And if you use that coupon code, it'll actually get you 20% off. So that's really cool. So shout out to Oxilam for reaching out and let me do this video. So without further ado, I will open these up and we'll see what we got. So let's do this. We'll do the small one first. So let's chuck that over there. And let's see. So it looks like Oxilam LED lights. Looks like these are the 9006s, which I believe that is the high beam, if I'm not mistaken. And looks like in the other package, these are the 9005s, so we have the high and low beams for the Toyota Solara. Really nicely packaged. It looks like on the box itself, it indicates that it's high brightness, long lifespan, fast heat dissipation, and it has like a fan logo, so I'm assuming that they do have a cooling fan on the back. And it does look like they are rated for off-road only, so that's one thing to keep in mind, is a lot of these lights are not DOT approved. So you definitely want to check with your municipality when you go to upgrade these lights, because if they're rated for off-road only, they may not be suitable for on-road use. But we're going to open these up, we'll take a look at them, and I'll give you my impressions. So we're going to start with the 9005s. So we'll open these guys up, take a look at the box. Box is really good quality too, which their packaging has always been really nice. Check that out. They gave you a pair of gloves, and I'm assuming that's so you don't touch the bulbs when you install. That's really cool. So we got a nice pack of gloves. Looks like you get the product manual, and then you get the bulbs themselves, which honestly look amazing. Hopefully that comes up on camera really well. These are really nice construction from what I can tell, and it looks like they've got some really good LED diodes. So we'll put that like that. So there's that set. And we'll open up this, and I'm assuming it's going to be probably the exact same. But we'll open these up. We'll we'll take a look and we'll see. So these are the 9006s. So same thing, nice gloves. Yep, and they look almost identical, which is really cool. So I'll put those up at the camera too so you can see them. So that's the bulbs from Oxilam. It's really neat that they give you these gloves so you avoid touching the diodes. If you're familiar with old halogen bulbs, you know you're not supposed to touch the bulbs themselves because if you get the oils on them, it can severely limit the lifespan of the bulb. I'm sure that's the same for the LED diodes. You're not really supposed to touch them either. I'm not sure if it's as dramatic of effect as the halogen bulbs. But with that being said, I did purchase bulbs from them in the past with my own money. They're in the GR86, that's off camera, and I've been really pleased with them. They've worked really well, haven't had any issues with flickering or anything like that. And I believe the ones that I purchased actually had the resistors built in, so you don't get that hyper flashing. But most modern cars have LED lighting, so you don't really encounter that. It's more like on the Solera, for instance. Older cars like 15, 20 years old is where you'll really notice that hyper flashing if they don't have a resistor built in. So have these unboxed here in front of you guys. So now what I'll do is I'll go outside, I'll pull the old bulbs out, I'll throw these in, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts and impressions. And I decided not to do an install video to show you guys how I'm installing these on my car because they're going on a Toyota Solera, so every car is going to be a little bit different. The 9006s are the low beams, the 9005 are the highs, but I did want to show you guys. I did mention this before, that on the box it mentions cooling, and if you're familiar with LEDs, you know you've got to keep them cool, especially for high output. And what I thought was cool is I was installing these on the back of the Oxilam bulbs. It has a built-in fan in this very nice package. And so overall, it doesn't really add any size to the overall bulb. In contrast to another brand of bulbs that I've ran in the past, and I'll grab those, where it's very intrusive, and you have a ginormous cooling fan and cooling fins combo here on the back of the light. And then you also have this resistor piece that I was talking about before to avoid the flicker. So as you could tell, the Oxilam is significantly better in just packaging alone. I mean, you have a light that pretty much resembles a factory bulb in comparison to this. I will say, these are some random knockoff bulbs that I've had in the car for probably around 4 years now. And they seem to still be working, but this one has recently started flickering, so it was ideal timing when Oxilam reached out because I was actually in the process of getting new bulbs anyways. And then I did want to show for the high beam, it is 9005, if I can get it to focus. And if you can look, here's the 9005s from Oxilam. As I mentioned, built-in fan and everything. And if you put the halogen bulb right up there, the Oxilam actually comes in a slightly shorter package because the candle bulb is long. But overall, the actual package itself, like the backing piece of the light, is hardly any noticeable in terms of size. It may be a little bit thicker because obviously they've got to fit the fan and everything in the back of it, but it's just amazing like how good these have been built. So like I said, they didn't pay me for this. They did send me these for free to do a video. And so what I will assure you guys is if I have any problems with them long term, I'll definitely make a follow-up video for you guys so that you're aware of them. But overall, as I can tell right now, I'm really impressed with them. Once I've got them on the car, I'll make a quick video showing the light output once they're actually installed. And as luck would have it, it would start raining as I'm doing this, but wanted to show you guys the difference. That is the high and low beam combo installed, and the light doesn't, or the camera doesn't do a great job at it. You see how much brighter it is over here? Hopefully you can see this is the high beam slash running light. See how it's yellow? This is the Oxilam LED. See how it's nice and clear? So much cleaner. So if you can see yellow in the high beam slash running lights is what they're called. And then this is the new high beam running light, as well as the low beam combo as well from Oxilam on this side. And I'll show you a video at night as well, just how much better the output is. Well guys, it did start raining on me while I was installing, but as mentioned at the beginning of this video, I'd share the good, the bad, the ugly. So low beams work fantastic, as you would expect. High beams even work great. The problem is on Toyotas and a lot of other vehicles, what they do is they have daytime running lights, and they will reduce the power that goes to the lights for the daytime running lights. And oftentimes these bulbs are the high beams. And unfortunately, I plugged them in, the Oxilam bulbs. They work great. They're super bright. They look really clean. But the moment you put them on the daytime running light function, you could just see a faint flicker and the lights really aren't working. So unfortunately, I don't know that I'm going to be able to leave them in there. In fact, I'm going to just go ahead and take them out as a preemptive measure. But outside of that, really great bulbs. It's not their fault. This is more of a Toyota thing, but did want to share that little piece of information for you guys in case you decide to do this on your cars as well. And just like that, you got the new Oxilam lights installed. You can see, nice and bright. Nice and bright.